always searching for a family. Until we found each other. Are you ready for one last ride?
Hi and welcome to MeTube. So this is our review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It is a spoiler review, so if you haven't watched the movie, maybe catch us a little bit later on it. So into it, which is better from the whole three? I'm going to rank this number 2 on the list. I think number 1 just edges it out because it was, like I said, we never seen anything like Guardians before, and it was quite unique, bringing those characters to life. So I'm going to give Guardians 1 a slight edge, but this is quite close. This movie itself, I think, is probably the best movie since Endgame that Marvel's put out there. Doesn't have much competition because the rest wasn't too good. I think Doctor Strange was kind of the closest to reaching Endgame levels, but it disappointed with 1-2 of the aspects. But this, I think, puts you back into tracking to Marvel. You felt connected to the movie and the cast and the characters. The good news is, if you haven't watched anything else from Disney Plus, it's not connected as much. There's no leading into other movies, so you can just watch this as a standalone, and that's the good side of it. The story wise, it's more of a Rocket Raccoon story, which is good. It's actually like 2 stories split. You got an adventure movie going on. It's like Star Wars and your Galaxy Quest type things, where it's actually like the game, if you think about it, where you got a item you need to get, or you need to get to a location. So that aspect of it is the action and the storyline adventure, and the comic relief, I guess, comes from there as well. Whereas the true story is the Rocket side, where it's actually an origin story. We don't usually get an origin story at the end of a trilogy, but it's nice to see a good ending, and it's capping off Rocket Raccoon as well.
But overall, I've got to say this movie was a complete enjoyable. I think it's been a while since we got a complete movie that didn't let us down. It was entertainment from start to end. The comedy scenes were just amazing. I had a good laugh. The action was nice. I loved how they used the slow motion. It wasn't like too much. It wasn't too less. It was just perfect. It was like, after a very long time, we got perfect.
And the disappointments of the movie, I'm going with Adam Warlock. So there's a lot of expectations with this character. He's quite big in Marvel and in the comics. So, and we've got a good actor playing him. So once we see what we get, he's basically a bounty hunter, which could have been anything, any character. It's a little bit wasteful. Maybe they should have just saved him for another storyline, maybe, if they had to. But I think they started it in Guardians 1, so they had to follow through. It's not bad. It's just that the expectations is higher on the character. The other negatives, the movie, we get a lot of fights, and it could have ended earlier, I guess. There was too many action scenes in the end. I'm like, okay, we know where this is ending, and we could have just ended it at that point. But they had to have extra action it to pull the runtime, I guess, and you have to get the CGI ending, I guess. But it's not so bad that it pulls you out of the movie.
Firstly, for some reason, it's like Gamora and Nebula swapped roles in part 3. I mean, wait, they didn't even give us a good proper explanation about why Peter and Gamora are completely too different, and why Gamora was gone haywire. But she was still there, and at the end she came through. Come on. I mean, Peter's not getting his love story, but I mean, come on. So if you guys didn't check this movie out as yet, you are missing out. Please go and watch this. It is amazing. My rating for this movie is a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, it should probably be a 10 out of 10, but that's perfect. It's not 100% perfect, so I would say it's 95% perfect. Guys, go and watch it. It's enjoyable.
All in all, I'm going to give this movie 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, I think original Guardians was 8, and probably the second one is around a 6.5. So all in all, Guardians of the Galaxy, I really enjoyed this trilogy, and I wish we get more of this in Marvel going forward, with more trilogies and like standalone movies where we can appreciate the story without knowing 10,000 things before you watch it. So catch us in the channel for more trailer reviews, movie reviews, and series reviews.